Hey, John for Cartridge Blast Gamers here with another video. Finally, where have we been? Or who the heck are we? Well, let's take a look back of where it all began. Cartridge Blast Gamers first started out as Time to Game, a podcast recorded in my living room with a bunch of friends. That lasted 6 episodes, and then most of the group became too busy to come over. Shoot forward a couple years, we decided to come back, but this time with new members calling ourselves Cartridge Blast Gamers. We wanted to focus on Let's Plays first, which we could keep consistent for a good while, and then commit to a podcast. Our members originally consisted of 4 players, me, Chris, Jake, and Rob. Soon enough, it was just Chris and I, and then our co-creator and brother from another mother, Carmine, finally became available to help, which enabled more help on Let's Plays and Dragon Ball reviews, which I started midway through the Dragon Ball Super run. Soon enough, it was just the 3 of us making vids. We eventually got to making our podcast, then enlisted not only a fan, but a really great dude named Jonah. We wanted someone who would be dedicated to doing it every week, and he was just that. Eventually, Chris started becoming very busy having another kid, and so it became just the 3 of us. Having been the one doing all the behind the scenes work from post to uploading, I was starting to burn out on the way we were doing our podcast, so I decided to try and record a live stream, which worked for a little while. Soon enough though, I felt the podcast was starting to feel stale. Felt we were just discussing news topics that everyone was talking about, and it really wasn't creative or motivating. We took what we thought would be a very short break from a podcast to try to rebrand, but unfortunately we never got back on the ground. Carmen would go on to have another child, and so Jonah and I tried to do some simple live Let's Plays. Unfortunately, my schedule only allowed for a 4 a.m. stream, and we eventually couldn't keep up. My wife and I were due to get major house renovations done, and so Jonah and I were trying to figure out a way to continue the channel, but failed to find a place to record. The renovations took over 6 months, and when I moved back in, we found out we were having twins. I tried to get ideas flowing and the crew back, but because everyone was really busy and COVID messing the world up, we never got the chance. Then, 5 months ago, my boys were born, and it's been non-stop work. Just very recently, I was able to finally get back into having some gaming and creative time. So here we are, the first vid. Hopefully a weekly vlog, or bi-weekly, or at the very least, once a month. Point is, I'm back. Will the others return? I can't give definite plans, but once time is on their side, I can optimistically say yes, and hopefully this vid gives them a little bit of motivation. So having said that, I am excited to be back, and hopefully you enjoy the new content. So, yeah, today I just want to talk about some of the games and stuff I've been catching up on. You know, it's nice to have a little bit of free time again. Hence why I'm making videos. Plus, you guys asked for it. What have I been playing? Well, I finally beat SpiderMan for PS4. It took me about a year to beat, just because when my house got renovated, everything with the storage, I thought I'd be able to play my PS4. Actually, I brought that game, but didn't work out that way. Never got a chance to, and so finally beat it. And finally beat Uncharted 4. I liked it, you know, who doesn't like Uncharted? The only thing is I still think the second one is the best. I just remember playing the second one like all night, and I wouldn't stop till I beat it. I had work the next day too. It was like 5 in the morning, and I just remember beating it. I was like, this game, the adrenaline, it was so awesome. That game was fun, but I don't know, I just feel like it was just the same thing, just climbing different things, and you know, the twist with the story, not to give any spoilers, but with his brother, the twist, you know, it was following one path, and then all of a sudden they had a flip, and it was like going a different direction. I liked the direction it was going in. I feel like it gave the story more purpose and reason. But anywho, it was a good game. The graphics were fantastic, and so yeah, I'm glad I beat it. And to go back to Spider-Man 4, fantastic game. Miles Morales looks awesome on PS5. By the way, the event is tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully they'll give a price on the PS5. So I think it's going to be pretty much the same as Xbox. Maybe, I don't know, Xbox did $300 for their digital. Maybe PlayStation do $400. Because the specs are the same, they're just taking off a disk drive. So, what was I talking about? Oh, another game that I was playing, which I recommend anyone with an Xbox. Speaking of PlayStation, you know, a lot of people kind of arguing back and forth. But like me, I'm going to get both systems eventually. I'm not going to pre-order anything. I never do that. Ever since Xbox 360, I don't pre-order anything. Just because I want to wait to see what red rings or yellow lights or blows up or does something else that's not supposed to do. Anyway, this game here, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Actually, I got Game Pass for that game, I should say, and it's worth it. Anyone who's never played that game should play. If you're looking for something fresh and interesting, play that game. Wear headphones. It's a short game too, but it's very, like, I don't know. It's for me personally, it's on the top like must play games. It's in that list somewhere, but I would say definitely play it. Like top game before you die sort of thing. So the game I've been playing recently is Halo 5. So far it's okay. It took me a long time to want to play it because I heard it wasn't as good as the other ones. And, you know, I liked 4. A lot of people didn't think 4 was good. But if you play them all in a row, I feel like 4 really breaks it up a little bit and brings something fresh to it. But this one so far, I feel like it's the same thing over and over again. I don't like the fact that you switch off between Locke and Master Chief. I just want to play as Master Chief. The story, I just feel too so far is just pulled out of a hat. Yeah, if you haven't played it by now, I'm sure you have. I'm probably one of the only few people that haven't, but like Cortana's the bad guy. Graphics look awesome. The weapons are cool. The controls are awesome. Definitely. I like you can dash, bust through some walls this time. But yeah, what's funny is, you know, the game's called Halo, and I haven't seen a single Halo in this game, so maybe it comes at the end. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see, but that's what I'm currently playing now. Oh, I do promise that we're going to play these games again. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, Jonah and I were live streaming Resident Evil 2 and Darksiders 2 before I moved and before the renovations happened. So we never got a chance to get back to it because of finding out that I have twins and, you know, the COVID thing. So once we find a way or everything calms down and we can find a way to do it, we promise that we will beat these and probably live stream it and or make a video of it. So stay tuned for that. Hey, so it's Wednesday and I'm about to watch the PlayStation event. So here we go. So far I like it. I like how they're showing actual gameplay and not just like trailers or cinematic videos. Is it weird that I find it annoying that they're saying that it's being played on a PS5 spec PC and not just the hardware itself? Whoa, Miles Morales looks awesome. I just beat SpiderMan not too long ago, and that game looks awesome. I never played Demon's Souls, but I watched my brother play it and pretty much almost break his controller because of it. So I never bothered to play it. I wish limbs would be able to fall off as you're slicing and dicing. That'd be awesome. Oh, and those load times are fast, like non-existent. It's crazy. You know, honestly, I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, at least the movies anyway. But that game looks awesome. Oh, nice God of War teaser at the end there. I have this one. I just have to open it and play it. So that's going to be happening very soon. So that was the event. Overall, pretty sweet. They did announce the prices and kind of what I thought. $400 for the discless version and then $500 for the disc version, which is kind of on par with Xbox. It's just Xbox's digital only is not as advanced or powerful. So yeah, but which one are you thinking about getting? Based on this video, you know, I don't think there's one better over the other. There's a lot of good games coming out for PlayStation. You got Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, Miles Morales. I don't know what else is going to be exclusive though. That's the thing, because Call of Duty's obviously coming out. Resident Evil, I doubt it's exclusive. They have, well, Deathloop. That's one of the games I'm not really interested in. That or Oddworld, just because I haven't played the other Oddworld, so it looks odd, but it doesn't really appeal to me. So I'm not really sure what exactly is going to be exclusive and what's not going to be exclusive. So, I mean, right now they have Game Pass for Xbox, and they have backwards compatibility, so, and for me, for collecting games, that's important. But anyway, the prices are announced for both consoles. Which one are you planning on getting? Are you gonna get both? I'm eventually definitely gonna get both. That's something I'm into. I'm not into one or the other. Well, update, apparently you can pre-order a PS5 now, right after the event, and it wasn't supposed to go on until tomorrow, I guess? So if you're planning on pre-ordering, I hope you get one by the time this video goes out. Hey, how you doing? Quick update since I'm vlogging from my car. Thursdays are probably going to end up being like that for a while because it's crazy. So, I beat Halo 5, and it was okay. The ending left off like the second one kind of did, where it was more or less a cliffhanger. I mean, this one's definitely a cliffhanger. And, you know, it's the same thoughts I had the other day. It's just okay. I was expecting more, but I don't know. I guess the reviews were correct about the campaign part of the game. And I don't know how a Halo Infinite is gonna fit into this storyline, because I mean there's some crazy stuff happening. Oh yeah, there was no Halo in the game. At least I don't think there was a Halo, unless I missed it. I don't know. I was kind of annoyed that I wasn't playing as Master Chief the whole time, and I feel like all you had to do was, you were basically just chasing Master Chief, and there was a scene where they fought once, and I think Master Chief should have just, I mean, he won, well, spoilers, but he won the confrontation. But, you know, it's Master Chief, come on. He should have been like nothing. Should have been like when Neo's fighting Agent Smith at the end of the Matrix, when Neo becomes the one. Like, it should have been that. It should have been like, nope, sorry, I'm Master Chief, get out of my face. You know, I enjoyed the gameplay. The gameplay was great. I just wish the story had a little oomph to it, that's all. But anyway, yeah, gotta go, but I'll catch you tomorrow. Oh look, I got a package. I wonder what it could be. Hey, a TurboGrafx 16 Mini and the quote, limited Super Mario 3D All-Stars physical edition. So this is the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. It's obviously the TurboGrafx 16, and this was a system that kind of came out in between Nintendo and Sega's reign. Is that the reign? Yeah, I'll go with reign. It was a console that was really expensive compared to the others, and when I was a kid, I only had one system in the house, and I was lucky to play the other ones through friends, but this one I never played. No one even had it in my circle of friends, so it's really awesome to be able to have something like this, and I've actually only learned more about it within the last couple of years, thanks to channels like GameSack, who really give information on a lot of systems that I never owned or had a chance to play. So this is cool. This is awesome. I'm glad to have it. What's really neat about it is it does come with PC Engine games, and what's really awesome about that, I mean, it's in Japanese, however, you do get Rondo of Blood, Castlevania, and that's a very expensive, hard to get game which came out for the PC Engine, and it's basically it's known as one of the best Castlevania games out there. It's actually the prequel to Symphony of the Night. So I never played that game, however I did track one down through the PSP, which came on Dracula X Chronicles, and on there's a remake, but then you can unlock the original one. So, but to have something that's as close to the original as you can have, and the reason I say that is because I heard this Mini has a little bit of input lag, so you're getting close to authentic, but not 100% as authentic as the original system. But anyway, I'm excited to have it. I would have got another one just to have as a collection, because what I've been doing is kind of getting two minis, one for show and then one to play. But this is $100 and I wasn't going to spend $200. And I'm lucky I had it because I waited on buying it thinking it was going to go through December, because I think this came out in May or something like that. COVID kind of messed up a lot of things, but I waited on it thinking, alright, let's see, you know, what the twins are going to cost, see if I can swing this. And then when I was like, yeah, you know what, maybe I'll go, it was sold out, and there was no information whether it was going to come out again. So I thought I missed my opportunity, because then of course eBay is selling them for $400, something like that, $250 at the lowest. So it's nice that they finally came back on Amazon, and so I grabbed one right away. The only thing that it doesn't come with is a wall adapter, but one that's used with your phone I think you can use. So, and I didn't get another controller yet. Maybe I'll get one if it's worth, if there's a few games in here that my wife wants to play too. But I'm happy to have this. It's awesome. If you were able to get one, let me know. And if you're a fan of the TurboGrafx 16, if you had one, let me know if it compares. I know channels like GameSack, they're really informative. Joe did a really nice review on this, so. But anyway, I'm happy to have it. So the other game I got was Super Mario 3D All-Stars. The only game I've ever played on this was Super Mario 64, so I'm excited to play Super Mario Galaxy. I heard that was pretty good. Mario Sunshine, I really had no interest in playing when it first came out, and now I don't really have. I don't know, I'm going to give it a try, obviously, but I'm more excited to replay Super Mario 64 and Mario Galaxy. I remember when Mario 64 came out, it was awesome, it was amazing, and looking back at it today, some people might be like, oh, well, you know, it didn't look that fantastic. I mean, Nintendo 64 had all these polygons that looked so rough today, but trust me, when N64 came out and those polygons were out back then, it was crazy. Looking back, I still remembered in my head going over to my friend's house. He had a big TV and his parents got him the N64, and that game was with it, and we played the heck out of that game all night, and it was great. It was fantastic. So anyway, I'm really excited to have this. I never had GameCube or the Wii, but now that I have these, I can play them. Some people were saying Super Mario Galaxy 2 should have been on here, which would have been cool, because then at least you have all 4 of the main ones. And, well, I mean, I'm just happy to be able to play those, because I played and beat Mario Odyssey, and I loved it. So, hopefully, at least Super Mario Galaxy holds my attention, and I enjoy it. Super Mario Sunshine, if I like it, I'm going to be very surprised, because it's just something I'm not really. I don't know, it doesn't appeal to me. But anyway, I'm going to give it a shot. Hey, this is John for Cartridge Blast Gamers. Welcome back to another vlog. And what a Monday it is, because we just found out that Microsoft pretty much spent billions to buy Zenimax Media, which is the parent company of Bethesda Studios. And that is amazing, because there's so many games that go along with this. Like, for instance, we have Doom, which, first thing, Doom, because that one is big for me. I like Doom. You have the Elder Scrolls, which is amazingly big. Fallout, Dishonored, Wolfenstein, Prey. Let's see, what else? The Evil Within, which I've never played, but it looks crazy. Yeah, so big news, big surprise, and the fact that this comes a day before Xbox pre-orders. And I think a lot of people were surprised by this. I mean, were you surprised? So basically what this means is games like the Elder Scrolls could be Xbox and PC exclusive from here on out. They already said the Elder Scrolls Online is going to be, still supported on PS4. And I'm sure they have some contracts that they have to ride out for games that are probably coming out soonish. Like, you'll probably see some stuff on PlayStation as well and the Switch. But eventually, that's going to be Xbox and PC exclusive. They say a console by console basis in the future. So, but I mean, if it's not full and exclusive, it just means that Xbox, or I should say Microsoft, is going to get money out of it, and it's going to be good for those games. For instance, I know Dishonored's on there, and I played Dishonored 2 with Carmine. There's a video we have. I liked what we played. I never played the first one. But apparently the second one didn't sell that well, but maybe because Xbox has it, they could do something with the franchise to make it, better and price, and hopefully sell more, and especially if it's on Game Pass and stuff like that, that's going to be fantastic. And so, like, Wolfenstein, another great one, like I said, Doom, all that good stuff. So yeah, as far as the Elder Scrolls go, that's, and Fallout, games like that are longer games, so not everybody's into it. For me, I'm not really into the Elder Scrolls, just because I don't have time. It looks fantastic. My brother Chris plays it. He played Fallout. I've seen him play that. I've seen him play the Elder Scrolls. I tried playing Morrowind back on the original Xbox, and I thought it was a fantastic idea that you could just do whatever you want in this game. But problem is, I don't do well with those sort of games. Like, sort of think of Grand Theft Auto, where you have this open sandbox to do what you want, but then you end up just, instead of following a story or whatever, you just go crash cars and do tricks and fall off buildings or something like that. With The Elder Scrolls, I remember just getting bored just because there was just too much to do. So, but The Elder Scrolls looks fantastic, and if I was into it, I would definitely get it. And if I have time, I could check it out. But when there's people playing it that are a lot better at it than I am, that really can dedicate their heart into it, I'm thinking like something like The Witcher 3, where people spend all those hours playing the game. And I actually bought the game because I wanted to play it, but I literally played that game for about an hour and a half, and I gave it to my brother. I was like, listen, this game is great, but it's not a game for me because it's too long. Anywho, just saying, the fact that it's on Xbox is fantastic. The fact that, too, it's going to be Xbox and PC, which a lot of people probably play on PC. Hopefully, they'll still allow modding, because I hear that's a big thing with a game like that. And so that's exciting for Xbox. I mean, if it's on PlayStation or not, it's really, if you're a fan of one console over the other, it's either going to be good or bad. But for gaming itself, it's interesting, I would say, because I like both systems. I don't care what system it is. I have a Switch and I play everything. So it's, for me, I just find that crazy that happened, and a good thing. It is a good thing because they have the money to do it. So fantastic, and I can't wait to see what it does for those franchises and what the future holds with that. So, but what do you guys think? Are you all excited for it? Because I think the rest of the world is. And what do you think PlayStation's answer would that be, if they even have an answer? I mean, I don't think they have to do anything, to be honest. I mean, people who are into PlayStation already pre-order what they want to do. Because I'm looking online with Twitter and stuff, and there's some die-hard fans for one or the other, and I don't think doing one thing is going to change their mind. And the only thing that would really make it crazy if Xbox is like, oh, by the way, the next God of War is going to be on Xbox, or by the way, the next Horizon is going to be on Xbox. You see a lot of PC stuff happening like that now, but I think it's more or less the console exclusive talk that get people angry. So this is really awesome for Xbox, the franchises, and as a gamer who loves all, I'm excited for this to see what it does. So awesome. So it is Xbox pre-order day. Did you happen to get yours? Were you interested? Well, believe it or not, at 6:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I checked Best Buy, and they're still in stock. I mean, that's really awesome, considering the fact that this morning at 11 a.m., people were going insane on Twitter because they couldn't get anything in. So I think it's going in and out of stock every once in a while. So just keep refreshing, and hopefully you're able to get one. But for me personally, I'm not going to get any because, like I was saying earlier, I usually just wait to see if there's any bugs in the system or not. Because trying to exchange one, I think now during all this craziness with COVID and all that stuff, and if they're limited stock, it's going to be a pain in the neck to do. Plus, I don't really see any games that I would want a new system for just yet. Halo might have been one. Since that's not going to be coming out till next year, I don't think I need one. I'm thinking for Xbox, it'll probably be Hellblade 2. PlayStation will probably be God of War. Same thing with PlayStation. I'm not going to get one probably till next year. But I plan on getting both systems. I'm not that person that's like, oh, it's one or the other. But anyway, were you able to get an Xbox? Was that something you were looking into? And how was the experience if you also pre-ordered PS5? Was the PS5 pre-orders smoother, even though they weren't smooth at all, versus the Xbox, or vice versa? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, so it's Wednesday, and it's the day after the Xbox pre-orders went live, and we're finding out that some people might have accidentally ordered the Xbox One X or S versus the Xbox Series S or X. And that brings up the argument of why Xbox chose to name their systems like this. It makes no sense, and a lot of parents who aren't familiar with gaming, which, let's just say, shouldn't be that many in this generation. I feel like most parents know what they're doing. However, with the Xbox, it gets confusing. It's not like Nintendo was like, okay, we'll have Nintendo, then we'll go to GameCube, and then the next system's going to be the Super Nintendo GameCube 64. We have PlayStation 1 through 4. Why they couldn't do Xbox, then Xbox, even if they came out with Xbox 360, make this one Xbox 2. Or they could just go back to Xbox. They can just change everything. Why they have to put an Xbox Series X? Why is it got to be X? Why is everything X or S? So, but I guess it's kicking some people in the butts. Maybe we'll find out that the people were purposely getting those systems just because they waited all this time to get an Xbox One, and just as the Series X and S went up for pre-order, that's when they decided to get one. I don't know. All I know is I did not get one. I wasn't going to pre-order one, like I mentioned. So, but I hope anyone that wanted one got one, because they were kind of in and out. I guess when I showed that footage of Best Buy yesterday, that was coincidence, because I refreshed it after doing the vlog and it was gone. So it must have been in and out all over the place. So good luck if you're still trying to get one. Just remember, it's not the end of the world if you don't. It's gonna be, they're gonna have more releases when it's actually supposed to release, and yeah, and hopefully nothing red rings or blows up like I keep saying. It's Thursday, so I'm in my car again. But on the topic of Xbox, what we've been talking about this week and all the pre-orders and stuff happening, Game Pass, I was playing Bloodstained Ritual of the Night because I wanted to try those Bloodstained games and they're pretty awesome. This one in particular is my first one, but I'm having a good time with it so far. The only thing with Game Pass, it's a little weird. I've had to uninstall and reinstall it again, and I've been playing it for about a week now, and I mean, luckily nothing happened with the save data, but it had like a syncing issue or something weird, so I had to uninstall it, reinstall it, and luckily it worked. Loading times were weird too at certain points, but other than that, the game's good. Game's awesome, looks great, plays well. It's one of those games, you know, it's a Metrovania game. You know, you're basically leveling up and collecting items and weapons in the style of basically a Castlevania-like gameplay. I do highly recommend playing it if you're interested in something like that. The one thing I would recommend is definitely, if you're playing it for the first time, find your save zones first. That way, if you run into a boss you can't beat, you'll be able to just run back, save, go out, grind a little bit. And usually the grinding isn't, okay, go an hour out of your way. It's usually there's a couple of bad guys that are in the vicinity that you'll be able to level up pretty good. And there was this one boss that I wasn't able to beat right away, so I had to level up a couple. And probably the amount of times I tried beating him, how long that was taking to try to beat him, I could have easily just leveled up a couple, and I went that route and I was able to beat him. So yeah, the tip would be find the save spots first, for sure. But anyway, it's Thursday, gotta go. I'll catch you tomorrow. Alright, it's the end of the vlog. It's Friday, and so tomorrow I'm going to try to edit everything. I tried to edit last week because I was only going to do 1 week of vlogging. However, it turned into 2 because I didn't have time last week. So hopefully I'll be able to get this done, and I'll be able to continue doing a weekly vlog. At the very minimum, I want to at least do a video a month, because I feel like we failed the viewers. We had a lot of viewers asking where we were, what's going on, when a new video's coming. I feel like we kind of just vanished. So, as you saw in the video, a lot of things kind of just drastically happened, and we changed content all the time, or the way we were doing content. So, hopefully now I can start this, keep going, and then the others will be able to join in when they start having free time. And I've been kind of having them do a little training in the background, so if they do come, they can help out with the behind the scenes things that are going on, or I should say the pre-production and post-production. So it's not just on me. That way it makes things a lot easier on me, because one thing I didn't even mention in the video was that I had no time to really play video games. I was literally doing the content and then editing it throughout the week. So now at least I can give myself time to play games and do the vlog. That's why the videos are just going to be short updates throughout the week. That way it's not one just long video of just one thing. It's going to be things that are going on throughout the week, what I'm playing, what news is coming out. So hopefully everyone enjoys that. If not, let me know in the comments below. But I'm glad to be back. And again, I'm sorry. So hopefully this makes up for it, and hopefully I can continue on doing it, and hopefully the other guys come back as well, or even some new members. But that's the end of the video. I appreciate you watching, and any old viewers that came back, thank you so much for sticking around, and any new viewers, thanks for checking us out. We really appreciate it. But I'm John for Cartridge Blast Gamers. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.